I'll get my review of A Wrinkle in Time out to you guys eventually, but after seeing The Strangers Pray at Night yesterday, I need to freshen my breath with a good movie, and that is what I got in this case, friends. I'm John Hayeck, and welcome to my movie thoughts. Thoroughbreds. So this is a new movie starring Olivia Cooke and Anya Taylor-Joy. The two of them play friends that go back years to like elementary or middle school. They start to form like a new kind of unlikely friendship again now that they're in high school, and they're two completely different types of people. It's interesting because Olivia Cooke usually plays kind of like the sweet, down-to-earth girl next door type, and Anya Taylor-Joy typically plays like kind of the darker character who has a bit of a past. The two of them flip roles in this, which is really interesting to see them play against type. In this case, Olivia Cooke plays this apathetic, emotionless, crazy girl that has like some kind of weird stuff in her past, and now she's forming friendship with Anya Taylor-Joy, who's preppier, she's richer, she's very kind of conservative in terms of her morals and everything, and she sticks to what she believes in. But the two of them come together because they plot to kill Anya Taylor-Joy's character's stepfather in the movie, and then some weird stuff happens. Now, you've probably heard this movie talked about a little bit because it came out at Sundance, and it was a big hit at Sundance, and I'll tell you guys this, it is a very good movie. A lot of people have been saying it's like the Heathers for a new generation. Having just seen Heathers for the first time a few months ago, I think that is a very apt description. Only this movie focuses in a lot more on its characters and the sense of morality in both of them. Obviously, you know from the beginning, Olivia Cooke is going to be playing this very sociopathic type of girl. The first two shots, maybe you understand like something is off here. And Anya Taylor-Joy, you understand like who she is, but seeing the evolution of both characters to the end of the movie and how they change so much, or maybe don't change so much, is quite fascinating. Anton Yelchin, God rest his soul, is a great supporting player in the movie as well. He plays this kind of like drug dealer who's pretty skeevy and might get hired by the two of them to do some dirty stuff, and he is a really, really interesting supporting player because he kind of represents like the middle like gray line of the morality in the movie, and seeing both of them be on kind of like opposite ends of the morality spectrum and him being somebody in the middle who's clearly made out to be a bad person but maybe isn't that bad of a person is quite fascinating to see the juxtaposition between the two of them and see kind of where it comes down the middle. Again, the actors in the movie are all really great in their roles. I think that having Anya Taylor-Joy and Olivia Cooke play against type was really, really fascinating. The stepdad in the movie, I forget the character's name, I think it was Jake or something like that. Anya Taylor-Joy's stepfather in the movie is also despicable, and you understand why he's supposed to be this dislikable character. So acting all around is quite good, and the camera work in this movie is also really good. It feels, I forget the name of the director, the writer-director off the top of my head, but he really feels like he's like channeling his inner Alejandro Iñárritu, the guy that did Birdman and The Revenant, because there's a lot of long takes, there's a really great drum score that builds to some of the more intense scenes in the movie, and there's a lot of really cool wide shots where you can see the visual design in the background and how it complements what the characters are talking about in the scene, or how it kind of like slows down or speeds up what's going on in the movie at the time, and I feel like that's just really good framing and really good staging on the director's part. I do think this movie overall is a very worthwhile experience. It's very weird, it's very morbidly dark, but it also has some good humor in it. It's kind of like a darkly funny movie. I do think overall it's more of a drama. I wouldn't characterize it like a dark comedy or black comedy or anything like that, but I do think overall it has a good mix of having some laughs, but also having some really, really morbid stuff happen. If you want to see some interesting characters and interesting character piece in general, go check out Thoroughbreds. I thoroughly, no pun intended, enjoyed it. I'm going to give Thoroughbreds a B+. Let me know all of your guys' thoughts on Thoroughbreds in the comment section down below. You guys can go over to mymoviethoughts.com, follow me on Twitter at John Hayeck, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for tons more posts from me. Links to all three of those are in the description down below. You guys can like this video, comment on it, share it with some friends, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching.